Hello there, this is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Scorpio. Ooh, you can see I'm windblown and sweaty. This is hotter than a mofo here in Hawaii. But this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, as well as the cross watcher of the Scorpio. This is going to be our bonus round of readings because we've already done all 12 for June. And I've just done Aquarius, and we are doing a round of dun, 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 past life energy. So we're going to pull past life cards now, and of course, roll into present day energy. Because if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going, honey, okay? Here we go. This is Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, as well as a cross watcher. Wow, galactic. You know, back in the day, that's how they navigated. Ancient Polynesians, they navigated via the stars. A lot of explorers in other places of the world, that's how they navigated via the stars. There's something here about a particular star. I'm seeing the star Sirius in my head. Not to be confused with Sirius Black. Sorry, I cracked myself up. From Harry Potter, as I am a Potter head. But this is that energy of written in the stars. This could be like astronomy. In the past, you may have, you know, if you've seen Bridgerton with Queen Charlotte, you know how King George, he was obsessed with astronomy, and he had a telescope, and he would always check out the stars, and oh my God, planet Venus. And so this is someone that in the past had a love of the sun, moon, and stars. Male and female. As soon as that came out, I heard two peas in a pod. That card will not leave the bottom of the deck. I take it as one of your cards, Asia. So there could have been a past life between the two of you, particularly an Asian past life. This could be why there is a connection to Asian things, or you are Asian in this life, right? Whether you are or aren't, there's a connection to it. Loving Asian food. I love Asia. I love all of it. It's just fascination or connection to it. Because there's this soul tie and bond between you and this person from this past life in Asia. Thailand and Japan. I saw in my head very specifically Thailand and Japan. I heard they used to worship you. Scorpios are that kind of a deep, intense energy, yeah? And it's very crucial that if you're gonna fuck with a Scorpio, you better make sure they're a high vibe Scorpio, because if it's a low vibe Scorpio, just like any sign, all 12, but Scorpios especially, if you're dealing with a Scorpio that's more on the low vibration spectrum, they could be very cruel, selfish, paranoid, chip on the shoulder, kind of a vibe. And so for Scorpios, it is crucial that you guys go through the process of awakening, because if not, you could get very trapped in what is the underground, because Scorpios rule the underground. It's Osiris, it's Plutonic, right? It's hell. Scorpios are super deep and intense, but they can be very difficult, Scorpio men. You have the mother energy. There's a connection here with the mother. Some of you, your moms could be Scorpio. Like mine, my parents are Scorpios and I'm a freaking Aqua. In fact, me and my brother are both Aquas, 2 days apart. But our parents are Scorpios, but there's a mother energy here. In a past life, your mom was your child. For some of you. Your mom was your child. It's on the bottom of the deck. Feels important. Yeah, it sure is important. Atlantis. Fascination with Atlantis. Again, it's the underworld that is like the ocean. You do not know what lurks in that fucking ocean. We have yet to scratch the surface of what lurks in the ocean. They have no clue. They think they know, but there's no fucking way they could possibly know. That's like the same thing of we think we know what's in space. There's no fucking way. How did you explore the whole thing? You didn't. It's impossible. So you see the energy of scorpionic energy. You think you know them, but you don't. This is the thing about it. Why this is so important. Why is this so important, what I'm talking about? Because Scorpios have a really hard time trusting people. Now, this tells me in a past life, you and this person, two peas in a pod, thick as thieves. They trust you and they don't fucking trust nobody. Now, if this is a lower vibes Scorpio and they trust you, I really don't mean much still. There's a connection and a bond, but they may still push you away. They may still be cruel. There's this thing about when Scorpios really like you, they ignore you and they're mean to you. When they really, really like you. But again, that's the low vibration of them, the dark shadow of them. When they're in a high vibration, they're not going to treat you like shit because they're in a high fucking vibration. Again, all 12 signs have this. Why do we really break it down with Scorpios? Because it's the fucking underworld. Honey, you can't fuck with a low vibe Scorpio and come out alive. They will eat you up and spit you out. This is head for head. This is neck and neck. This is chess. Now, the energy I'm getting from this is this particular connection between these two, this masculine and this feminine, have some sort of previous bond from another life. It gives them a bit of an advantage in this life, but there is a but. The but is even though there's this extreme connection and I feel so connected to you, and if they're not quite as awakened yet or low vibe, they'll run. They may be cold, they may be cruel, it's just this really strange thing. You guys remember like how when we were young and it was awful, right? But they would say if the boy's mean to you, he likes you, because they don't know how to process that. Scorpios are emotional, so they feel everything, but they don't trust what they feel because what if you betray them? Remember, they rule death and the underworld, right? This is Scorpio 101. There's a reason that it's going this direction for you guys. There's got to be a fucking reason. Scorpios rule death and endings. They know something is going to end. They know it. They already know. They go, this is going to end. And if I love this person so much and I feel so connected to them, I'd rather be alone than be with them because the loss of it, I won't recover. The chances are only going to be great for success if they're awakened. The Empress, I mean, this is a mother again. It's the mother energy. There's almost a mothering thing here. Not like, oh, I'm going to mother him and you know, make him heal and it's toxic like that. But there's some kind of a nurturing vibe. You know, like how when we're kids, we're mean to our moms or our grandmas because we're just like, don't fucking tell me what to do. Shut up. Like, it's like an irritation. There's something here. Now, this is also about them feeling inferior. So you may have had a connection with a man or a woman, right? Whatever. But it feels masculine, where the masculine felt inferior to this feminine because she comes up as the Empress, which means she is ruler of her own universe. She is goddess of war. She is beautiful inside and out. She is a provider and she is soft and sensitive, but she fucking goes to war as well. It's like an intimidation thing. Because they love you so much, they don't know how to process that. And the only chance for this is to be able to process this at a higher vibration. At a lower vibration, this is toxic and just absolutely horrendous. There's no chance of survival for the connection. That's why these two people have to go through something huge as far as a transformation. See, it's the Ace of Cups. It is extreme love. But this is what's key. So one person here, which I'm feeling like is going to be more the feminine, has, you know, gone through self-love. So she's gone through that rabbit hole of ascension, probably cracked open. I mean, the level of it's going to be we don't know yet because it's just general. We don't know exactly for each of you. But you can see with the Nine of Pentacles, it shows her living her best life. She's living her best life and really manifesting and in a higher vibration, right? She's self-sufficient, she's independent, and she's just, you know, feeling happy. She's gone through the process of self-love. If this masculine has not, it cannot be a match. Because they got to come in as an emperor minimal. Page of Cups, that's not an emperor. This is someone, I'm getting this boyish, it's a boyish thing. And I'm not talking about immature. I'm talking about this boyish thing. Imagine if they've lived their whole life and they're 45, 35, 25. I don't give a fuck. Imagine they've lived their whole life in this lifetime and they've never felt a connection like this before. And they're on the lower spectrum of vibration. And this comes along and they don't know what the fuck to do with it. It would be compared to a child trying to tell a mother what to do. Now, you can see in the cup, something's already manifested. There's a fucking fish. So this tells me this connection has been already previously set before this lifetime. Really deep. I'm excited to see what we get in your guys' extended, but so far this is deep. This is not what I was expecting, which is why I love these past life, readings. Remember, I'm still doing those $50 email readings. You can choose to do a past life one. You can do a general love reading, and it's $50, and I pull a few cards for you, between 5 to 8 cards, and I send you a picture of it, and I, send you the channeled message via email. But I love doing past life ones. They're so deep, especially for a deep sign like Scorpio. So you do have here the Hierophant, Taurus, stubborn, slightly possessive. Someone here could be, they almost just feel like you're theirs. You're mine. There's like a possessiveness to it. But this is what's really strange about this energy coming in. There's this possessiveness of it. She's mine, but I cannot have her. There could be self-sabotage here from one person's point of view. And it's got to be the masculines. Because, look at how the feminine's coming up. She is coming up just phenomenal. Look at her. Queen of Pentacles. She's 9 of Pentacles. This is the feminine. And it's intimidating for this masculine. This masculine might be used to being able to manipulate, get his own way, her own way. And they come across someone like that, and the bitch says, I don't think so. And they go, excuse you. And then the hatred of them comes up, that anger, right? Scorpio, they're angry, but they don't show it. I'm not angry. Really? Then why are you angry? Can't lie to us. We're human lie detectors. But at a higher vibration, we're not going to play with you. Like at a lower vibration, this is why we had learned this lesson so badly, is at a lower vibration, we would have said, why are you mad? You are? Tell me how come. What is it? Now we'd be like, well, be fucking mad and be quiet and silent, but I don't give a fuck, bye. And that is what makes them go, oh, hell no, bitch. The sun, healing. The sun is also a card of success and of expansion and growth. And here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Enlightenment. There is this enlightenment that comes from this connection between the two of you meeting again in this lifetime. Now, this does not necessarily mean, this means, oh my God, we're going to be married and be together. We don't know that because, it literally is not even telling me that in the cards. But what it is telling me is there's this massive, major fucking intimidation factor of, if I fall in love and allow myself to be in this relationship, and what if they fall in love with someone else? What if this doesn't work out? What if they die? What if I die? What if it ends too soon? I don't want it to end too soon. I want it to last forever. That alone, that fear alone, makes them hold back and completely just not even entertain, but be cruel about it. And then we've learned that lesson if we wash our hands of it. You got your issues, boo-boo, be over there with your motherfucking issues. Go do your thing. Don't be entertaining me with that shit. Get the fuck out of here. We don't entertain it. We don't entertain crumbs or fuckery. But there is some type of cracking open. You're going to be the reason, some of you are the reason why they awaken. Because you don't take their shit. Because you are holding the light. Look at her holding her own happiness and healing right there. She's unfuckwithable. One more, please. Justice. This is karma. See, this is them. Look, wounded warrior. They're on the fence. They're paranoid. They could be a little bit unsure. They hold back. You know the thing about Scorpios? They can fuck you and not love you. So you gotta be real careful about that sexual energy with them. They rule that lower extremities, honey. Why do you think Scorpios are just infamously known as very sexual beings and creatures, right? Because they rule that part. The genitals, the lower. That's the whole sex and procreation, isn't it? It's death and rebirth. That's what they rule. So this masculine may not have any problem fucking you. His problem is letting you in and loving you and treating you kindly and buying into that fairy tale. It's almost like they're so afraid to buy into the fairy tale because there's been some sort of thing in the past. Remember, this is a past life reading. There's a thing. What, maybe it's a mother issue they have. Do they have a mother thing in this life? Do they have a thing with women and that's why they act that way? Well, we don't give a fuck. Get your shit together, or you will be not even in the vicinity to breathe my air. But I think they might have a mother issue. All right. And that doesn't mean it's this life. It could be this life or a past life. It can be both. Let's get into your extended. If you want to rent it, click that upside down triangle below. It's going to bring up all my links. Go to my website, saltwaterhealstarot.com. It's going to be in the past life reading section. And my Patreon link is below. You have to follow me there because you can watch all of the extendeds for the collective special love readings. It's the only place. As well as all of the erotic readings and such I do there as well, okay? So I'll see you guys in the extended. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions here on YouTube. Love ya.